Hey guys, it's Erin. I'm turning off my phone, I apologize. And I am wearing a ton of makeup. I hope you can tell or not. An absolute ton because I did a content shoot today. So for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, every so often, like usually once a season or a quarter, I hire a photographer and a makeup artist and a hair person, even though my hair is really saggy from being outside. And I get relevant seasonal pictures. So for the summer, I had a lot of pictures. If you notice, they were at the beach and it showed me walking around. It showed me looking at the beach. It showed me in shorts. It showed me doing beachy things. Why does this happen? Because, first of all, I think it's important that you guys see what I look like. How can I be a health and wellness expert unless I live it? Secondly, wouldn't you rather I use pictures of myself than a stock image? Now, there's so many people in health and wellness who have zero credentials. I'm talking zero. And people listen to them. I don't know why, but they do. Sometimes they're pretty, and sometimes they're related to someone. And oftentimes they have absolutely zero credibility. But because they do content shoots too, you guys listen, or you give them money, or you do both. Now, I do have a very good idea of what I'm doing, and I do the content shoots, and I do the social media thing, and I do the Facebook Live thing, and I do all the things, right? Everything you can do, I do it. I check all the boxes. Why do I check all the boxes? So you guys listen. So my message can get out. So you guys understand the connection between your thoughts and your actions. So you get that, like, it's not about the food. Food becomes a problem. It's not the problem. The problem is your feelings that you aren't managing, your feelings that you aren't acknowledging, your feelings that you're eating away, basically. So that's why I do things like content shoots and Facebook Lives, and I go on TV, and I do blogs and podcasts and all that stuff so you guys can hear my message. Do I always wear this much makeup? Absolutely not. I just don't. What's fascinating is how people find me. So the other day I was talking to a new client, and she said something about, hey, I looked you up on Instagram. Keep in mind, she'd already signed up. We'd done all that stuff. She said, hey, you're actually legit. I was like, yeah, what do you mean? She's like, well, I just liked you and talked to you, and my friend recommended you. But I looked you up, and you have like a book and like a bunch of followers, and you have like credentials and stuff. And I said, yeah. You didn't know that? And she said, no, I just liked you. So it's really interesting how people in health and wellness don't necessarily have all the boxes checked, and yet they're out giving health advice. There's a lot of people I know professionally or just from a distance who just write stuff and blast stuff, and they're on all these outlets just talking, or on a podcast. They might even have their own podcast, and they call themselves an expert because they just deem themselves an expert. Oh, it's great that you lost weight, or it's great that you did this, but do you know why it worked? You should know the why, because it matters. So for me, when I'm posting with a pumpkin, because you guys need relevant kind of seasonal things, right? So when I'm writing about seasonal eating, and when I'm writing about embracing the holidays without it being a foodorama, it kind of makes some sense to have some pictures with pumpkins or on the beach, or picture a spring thing. So all that stuff makes sense. But when I'm in the middle of a content shoot, which by the way, I do not really particularly like in the middle of it, I think these things. I was also doing a lot of book promo stuff. So all these boxes need to be checked. But when I'm in the middle of it, I'm like, why can't they just listen? Why does it matter what I look like? And I think it does matter what I look like because you guys want to know that I'm a healthy person who actually does eat right. But it also is a way for you guys to hear me and find me. So anyway, super deep thoughts I had today about all things wellness. Have a really good Wednesday, and I will going to go wash my face now. Okay, bye.